What it do, YouTube? Another NFL season, 2017. It's unfortunate that we had to wait 1 week for us to actually see our Miami Dolphins play. Also, I would like to say, hope everybody is doing well after Hurricane Irma. But, hey, look at the bright side. We got football this week. Finally, Miami Dolphins ended up taking a week off, like I said. And, hey, I'm excited. But real quick, I just wanted to say this is not how I want this year's presentation to be as far as the preview video, final thought video either. Like over the past 2 years, we sat back and we went above and beyond each year. I'm trying to make it better, so don't get used to seeing it like this. We're gonna make it better, but we're gonna recap Week 10 against the San Diego Chargers. The name was San Diego Chargers last year. This year they're the LA Chargers. But Week 10 recap. Final score was 31-24. Of course, Miami took the dub. Honestly, one of the most exciting games and one of the most frustrating games I remember. There was a lot of holding penalties called in that game against our secondary. Kiko Alonso ended up getting the game-sealing interception. Was one of the most exciting play of the day. But again, the secondary for the Miami Dolphins was just awful. Like, I've never seen so many goddamn holding penalty. It was just fucking ridiculous. Like, literally, it was ridiculous. Phillip Rivers, don't let the stats fool you. Phillip Rivers had 326 yards passing, 3 touchdowns. He threw four picks. Threw 2 to Tony Lippett, threw 1 to Byron Maxwell, and he threw 1 to Kiko Alonso, the game-sealing one. Their leading receiver was Tyrell Williams. He had 5 catches, 125 yards. That cannot happen again. Not to mention that their starter receiver, I can't think of his name off the top of my head, number 13. That man is always hurt. He's actually back playing this year. Saw him play on Monday Night Football this week, actually. Did pretty well. Melvin Gordon had 24 carries, 70 yards. Ryan Tannehill, he threw for 240 yards and threw 2 touchdowns. Jay Ajayi had 79 yards rushing. Devontae Parker was our leading receiver with 5 catches, 103 yards. Now, getting into Week 2, and I've been waiting the longest to sit back and say this. It's that time of week again. You knew it was coming. But real quick, I just want to focus on the new players on the squad that I'm the most excited to see. Is Jay Cutler, Lawrence Timmons, Julius Thomas, William Hayes, especially Jay Cutler, because I just want him to prove all the doubters wrong, that he could sling this ball and he could take us to a championship. Lawrence Timmons, you know what he's brought in here for, to stop the run. Julius Thomas, we just needed a fucking tight end. We literally just needed a tight end. William Hayes helped stop the run. Now, going into the keys of emphasis for the game offensively. Now, one thing that I have noticed during this preseason as far as watching Jay Cutler play is the experience level. He controls the pass rush. And what I mean by controlling the pass rush, one thing that I did not see Tannehill do was mix up the snap count. I have not seen him do that. And Jay Cutler, I've seen him do it during the preseason against the Philadelphia Eagles. When you control that snap count, where the defenses can't predict when you're gonna snap the ball, it brings the sack number down tremendously. Especially how terrible our offensive lines have been over the past 5 years. So take a look at that. Just look at that this week as far as against the LA Chargers. Now, quick passes. When I looked at the Chargers over this past Monday against the Denver Broncos, that pass rush is relentless. You already know Joey Bosa had the Defensive Rookie of the Year, and he ended up not even playing the whole season. And then you have Melvin Ingram. I love me some Melvin Ingram. Y'all be seeing me wreak havoc with that dude in Madden all the time with the Chargers. I know y'all sit back and say the Chargers is just awful, but hey, Phillip Rivers sometimes he does throw some shitty passes. But anyway, getting off topic. But yeah. Looking at Melvin Ingram move around on that defensive side of the ball, it might be time to give him his J.J. Watt card. You remember we sat back and had this conversation about the J.J. Watt card, where you be able to free roam around the field whatever you want and do, and you can take advantage of any matchup. I think Melvin Ingram could do that. He'll line up, stand up, put his hand in the dirt, line up as a linebacker. Hey, that boy is the truth. I honestly think he's one of the most underrated pass rushers in the league right now. But yeah, quick passes is very, very important in this game. We want to get the ball out of Jay Cutler's hands. Important. Now, running game. Now, last year when I ended up watching the game, I got extremely frustrated because they were the main threat on our offense last year was Jay Ajayi. They wanted to contain him. So with that being said, they stacked the box a lot. Now, if they're stacking the box, obviously I'm not going to expect them to run the ball, but they did it anyway. We ended up getting stuffed in the backfield early on in the game. It was Jay Ajayi wasn't able to get over 100 yards rushing. So with that being said, let's go ahead and stretch the field. Jay Cutler likes to stretch the field. Hey, get them with some play action passes as far as when they stack the box. Hit Kenny Stills over the top. Devontae Parker over the top. Devontae Parker had an excellent game last year. They just didn't get that touchdown to seal the deal. But yeah, if they're loading the box, play action pass, hit Kenny Stills, Devontae Parker over the top, like kill him with the screens. I know last year us in that screen game, we got to step that game up with that screen game, because that's extremely important when it comes down to our shaky offensive line. Because like, this is gonna be our first official look at our offensive line. I think this is an excellent test against this LA Rams defensive front with Joey Bosa, like I said, and Melvin Ingram, like I said. But yeah, it's gonna be an excellent test. And I also want to see if Mike Pouncey could hold up as far as his health wise, because that man is always hurt, man. He's always hurt. You already know Lermy Tunsil's it's his first year at that left tackle position, so it's a lot of question marks on that offensive line going into our first week of the season. But defensively, stop the run. That is the main focus. That should be the main goal. That should be on the chalkboard. Well, damn, we don't even use chalkboard no more. The dry erase board is that we need to stop the run. That's what we bought William Hayes in to do, to stop the run. Lawrence Timmons in here to stop the run. I haven't looked at the official depth chart yet. I'm not sure if my boy Ray Malaluga is starting. I know he's having issues as far as being overweight. So we're gonna wait and see about that. No, Mike Hall. I'm not really sold on Mike Hall still, but hey, it is what it is. But again, stop the run, stop the run, stop the run. Now, other thing is, they did a lot of short crossing routes early in that game last year to keep our pass rush down. Like, you know how we gonna be bringing it. Cam Wake gonna be bringing it. Andre Branch gonna be bringing it. Our rookie Charles Harris gonna be bringing it with William Hayes. Like, we got a nice little rotation going on. Like, I'm still working on that song. Somebody put that joint together, put them in a rotation. But yeah. That pass rush is going to be bringing it. So I see us pressuring Phillip Rivers all game long, and I honestly think that we can force him to throw another 4 picks this year against them. But again, man, I think us, as far as manning up these receivers, Tyrell Williams, like I said, I was extremely disappointed in the fact that he had over 100 yards receiving over 5 fucking catches. I was extremely disappointed in that. Now, man, one of the things I really want to point out, I do this every year. I don't know if y'all notice it, but over the past 2 years, I always make a prediction. It might be a player prediction. Last year, I made the prediction that I said, look out for Andre Branch. That boy was gonna be nice. And, hey, did I lie? Did I lie? But this year, this year's prediction. This is like, I'm gonna give you the details first. Over the past 2 years, Rashad Jones has played with a torn rotator cuff. Now, don't forget, the year that he had that God year, had over 130 tackles, he was playing with that torn rotator cuff. This past season, he only played like 5 games. He had 50 tackles. You do the math. If he's basically averaging 10 tackles a game. Now, this year, I predict Rashad is going to have over 150 tackles. 150 tackles. That is my prediction. Take a picture of it. Remind me about it later at the end of the season. I want to see who actually is paying attention. But real quick, final score. I don't know why I ended up doing the final score, because of the fact that, hey, it's never correct. I don't even think anybody cares. But 24-17 is the final score. Miami taking it over LA. Terrific. Now, also, another big thing that was good last year was me doing the shout outs. I don't know if you remember at the end of the video, the final thought videos, which is usually after the game, that I usually shout out the people that actually commented on the previous week. But this week, I'm going to do whoever comments on this particular video. So I'll be sure to be looking out for that. But as far as that goes, I think I covered everything. So you know what it is. If you enjoyed the content, please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. This is GreatOne DeVore. I'm up out of here.